The Fed just spoke. Rates unchanged. Held at 3.5 to 3.75%. That part everyone expected. But here is what nobody was ready for. Oil jumped to $109 tonight. The S&P 500 fell 1.2%. And GIFT Nifty, which tells us where Indian markets open tomorrow, is currently down 611 points. That means Nifty is going to open significantly lower tomorrow morning. So what exactly did Powell say? Why did markets fall? And what should you watch at tomorrow's open? Let me break it all down right now. So let me start with what actually happened tonight. The Federal Reserve kept interest rates unchanged at 3.5 to 3.75%. That was fully expected, no surprise there. But the details inside the decision are what spooked markets. First, the dot plot. This is where Fed officials write down how many rate cuts they expect this year. Tonight, 4 to 5 officials who previously expected 2 cuts moved down to just 1 cut. So the Fed is becoming more cautious about cutting rates this year. Second, Powell said something important. He said inflation progress is happening, but, quote, not as much as we had hoped. That single line sent stocks sliding during the press conference. Third, Powell said the US economy has zero net job creation in the private sector. That is a concern. Jobs are not growing, inflation is not falling fast enough, and oil is spiking. Powell himself said, "We are in a difficult situation." But here is the one positive thing Powell said. He explicitly rejected the word stagflation. He said, that was a 1970s term. We are nowhere near that. So while things are uncertain, the Fed does not think we are heading into a crisis. Now the bigger story tonight. Oil. Brent crude hit $109 per barrel today, up 5.45% in a single session. The 52-week high broken tonight. Think about this for a second. 3 weeks ago, oil was at $73. Tonight, it is at $109. That is a 49% jump in 3 weeks. Why does this matter for India? India imports most of its oil. When oil goes up, India's import bill goes up. The rupee comes under pressure. Inflation rises. RBI cannot cut rates. And foreign investors who are buying Indian stocks start getting nervous and selling. Oil at $109 is the single biggest risk for Indian markets right now. Not the Fed. Oil. Now, US markets. The S&P 500 fell 1.33% today. Right now, currently at 6,626. Nasdaq fell 1.36%. The Dow Jones fell over 700 points during Powell's press conference. This reaction tells you something important. Markets were hoping Powell would sound calm. Instead, he sounded cautious and uncertain. And markets do not like uncertainty. When US markets fall after a Fed meeting, it usually means the Fed did not give markets what they were hoping to hear. Tonight was exactly that. Okay, the most important part. What does all of this mean for Nifty tomorrow morning? GIFT Nifty right now is at 23,153, down 646 points from yesterday's close of 23,777. This is a strong signal that Nifty will open with a gap down tomorrow, somewhere around 23,100 to 23,200. Now the key question is, will it recover after opening, or will it keep falling? Here is what to watch. The most critical level is 23,000. This level held when Nifty touched 22,955 on Monday. Tomorrow, if Nifty falls toward 23,000 again, the question is whether buyers step in the same way they did on Monday. If 23,000 holds, relief bounce possible. If 23,000 breaks and closes below it, next support is at 22,500. That would be a significant fall. For BankNifty, we just crossed 55,000 today. Tomorrow, 55,000 becomes the level to watch. If BankNifty falls back below 55,000, that 55,000 breakout today was a false breakout. If it holds above 55,000, the recovery is still intact. The first 30 minutes of trading tomorrow will tell you everything. Watch the opening carefully. So, to summarize tonight quickly, Fed held rates. One cut still possible in 2026, but Powell sounded cautious. Oil hit $109. US markets fell. GIFT Nifty is down 611 points. Tomorrow morning is going to be rough at the open. Watch 23,000 on Nifty. Watch 55,000 on BankNifty. Those two levels will tell you everything about where we go from here. I will be back tomorrow morning with a full pre-market breakdown of exactly what to expect. Subscribe to Finvoque and hit the bell so you get that video before the market opens. See you tomorrow morning. This is purely for education and information. Nothing here is investment advice. Please do your own research before making any financial decisions.